and I'm super excited to have you on Art House today, where the beauty of arts and culture is valued and displayed. I'm Melinda Akinwami. Let's take a look at what we have in store for your viewing pleasure. Lagos has once again become a hub for cultural expressions as artists gather at the Federal Palace Hotel for the 2026 Easter Art Carnival. Then we show you the exhibition of Timi Kankadar's pieces at Quintessence Gallery. We'll give you details in a moment. Do join us again.
Memories like sentiment or emotions can be replaced, diverted, or it can simply fade away.
We gave you a glimpse of the behind-the-scene moments ahead of this exhibition, and now it's time to see the Efik Elegance solo show at the Quintessence Gallery in Lagos.
All roads led to the Quintessence Gallery in Lagos for the solo exhibition titled Efik Elegance by Timi Kakandar, a display that goes beyond the images but shows live performances.
This exhibition, I believe, is worth doing because it's like recreating history. And as an artist, one of our goals should be to recreate history, let people know about what was and the present, and sometimes what is to come. Artists are like mirrors to society. So I decided to take on that role in this exhibition to talk about our past, especially our dress culture, the history of our dress culture. That's what brought about this exhibition.
The exhibition, subtitled Nyonyo and the Art of Adornment, serves as a vibrant tribute to the cultural heritage of the Efik people. Kakandar uses his signature bold palette and gestural lines to explore the majestic presence of the Nyonyo, a ceremonial gown symbolizing feminine nobility and dignity.
This exhibition now is basically about the dress culture of the Efik woman in a ceremonial costume referred to as the Onyonyo. Now, this Onyonyo is it has roots taken from the 18th, 17th century, and it's actually the Victorian dresses that was handed down to the Efik people, and over 150 years, it became the cultural dressing for both public occasions and cultural ceremonies. So this exhibition is built around a cultural ceremony called the Onyonyo.
The artists have actually portrayed the history of the people of the Niger Delta region. And one fascinating thing about what he has portrayed today, while listening to him, it's there are some things that we have actually missed, and is trying to connect us to our past through the work he has portrayed today. So I think this is what I've experienced today: history in art. Yeah.
Beyond the aesthetic appeal of layered fabrics and coral beads, the artist explored the deeper narrative of identity through works like Radiance Unveiled and Regal Reverie. The collection captures the evolution of Efik dress, presenting it as a living, breathing heritage rather than a historical relic.
My work is built around our Nigerian culture, and it's important for everybody to want to know about the history of his culture. So if somebody asks you, what's the history? Tell me about your culture, the history of your culture. You ask which aspect of my culture. So one aspect of our culture that a lot of people don't ask question is our dress culture. Why do we dress the way we dress? What's the origin of our dress culture? Why am I wearing this? Who designed it? Was there a tailor in the 18th century that was doing this and it transferred? Did we have sewing machines back then? And what were my people wearing? So all of this brought about this exhibition, a desire to know about our dress culture. So making all that research, I now discovered that, wow, what we call our traditional dress, like what I'm wearing, this is a traditional dress. If I go to Bayelsa State, anybody see me will say, you are wearing our traditional dress. But what is the foundation of this traditional dress I'm wearing? The same thing too with what I've created. What is the foundation of it? How did it start? Who started it? So when you go deep into history, you discover that, wow, none of our ancestors started it. It was actually an exchange that was made. So all of this prompted the creation of these paintings. Not just to talk about, this is what we do presently. Yoyoyo is a beautiful dress culture, or is a beautiful cultural performance. But beyond that, how did it start?
Dancers that came to entertain. I can see the connection, see the connection between what we are seeing and what is being portrayed, what we are seeing. So the one over there, it's really beautiful. The artists actually make use of so much colors, in displaying his work. Yeah.
Beyond technical skill, Kakandar Showcase celebrates cultural identity, harnessing the power of adornment as a profound expression of pride and authority.
All the paintings here were created using acrylic paints. It's all acrylic paints on canvas. The works are beautiful, it's attractive. The moment anybody sees it, there's a power that pulls you into the work. But beyond that aesthetic value, I want to invite the viewer to ponder on our dress culture. I want the viewer to be reminded of where this beautiful dress came from. I want the viewer to pass the information to the next generation after learning that, look, this beautiful painting is actually a depiction of a dress that was brought 150 years ago.
I'm very proud of what I'm seeing, and I'm loving it because it shows our vibrancy, it shows the originality of our work, it shows the colorfulness of the people we are, and that is unique. And I think things like this are things we need to exhibit a lot more. We need to showcase, rather than the poverty in the land or the politics that's not working or the infrastructure that is missing. It is bringing out the things that work for us. It's the originality of Africans, and I think this is just fantastic to see. And I'm very happy that I'm here today, I like that one over there. And that one, the reason why I like it is that when I was growing up, my mom used to make her hair with the thread, you understand? And I can see it in that particular artwork, you understand? And I think a lot of our younger ladies need to start looking at things like this and seeing the arts, the story we're telling with our hair.
Well, he's just one of the many artists that I know in Nigeria. He's doing extremely well, and we all appreciate him. He's a global artist. He's beyond the borders of Nigeria. So he has artwork that actually, I can't even think of the words, but his work makes a person, if he's painting, they come to life.
We're taking a moment now. Art House returns with more. Join us again.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Adekunle Mayowa's The River of Our Traditions. It's an acrylic on canvas piece. Then this next one is called The Glimpse of Paradise. It's an oil paint and acrylic on canvas piece. Optimistic, that's what Femi Afolabi calls this acrylic on canvas work. Then Emily Anyebunam is saying that this is another one, freshly baked. It's called Commercial Center. It's done with acrylic on canvas. Then Streets of Grey, the second in the series, is by Jide Akintunde, is an acrylic on canvas work. This oil on canvas work is titled Market Scene in African Setting. It's done by Tunde Abiodun. Then Tomiwa Adelagun says, may every bite fill us with gratitude as we share the quiet moments together with profound meaning. In this acrylic and digital on canvas work he calls Break Fast. Then Akim Mustafa has Water is Life, an oil on canvas work. Then we wrap things up with The Weight of We, an oil on canvas piece as well by Faith Gbaderu. And that concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We really appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming.
Our wordsmith for this week is titled Writer of Destiny by Anila Bukhari. Write something bright for those who experience 1,000 deaths each day. Write some smiles for those whose pillows are moist with tears each night. Write a few pure moments of love for those who could never call anyone their own. Write a few droplets of soothing dew on their lips. Write true happiness in their pounding hearts. Write the fulfillment of unrealized dreams in their eyes. Write floral bracelets of joy for their soft hands. Write swinging earrings of solace for their ears. Even if you write nothing else, dear Lord, you must write freedom for them.
The Easter Art Carnival was a bundle of excitement, from performances to paintings and sculptural pieces and lots more. The show took visitors on a reflective journey through 2 centuries of African culture.
The Formerly Art Gallery hosted a remarkable arts carnival to celebrate Easter. The exhibition, themed African Culture in the 800s, offered a journey 2 centuries back through the lens of art and tradition.
It has raised up curiosity in the society, in the public, to say, oh, African culture 1800. So a lot of people, and it made a lot of artists to go and research before they came up with their artwork and say, okay, what happened in 1800 in Africa? And that's why when you came in here, you will see West Africa represented, you will see Northern African artwork represented, you will see all the regions, the 5 regions of Africa represented in our carnival, arts carnival and all that.
The event featured nearly 100 artists and performers from diverse backgrounds, all showcasing African heritage, roots, and identity through their craft.
Most of the works that you see here are specifically selected for this purpose. So you see works relating to our culture, probably the mood, probably the faces, probably the steppings. So you see the value in most of these works, irrespective of the medium that is used to portray them. So I think it's particularly relevant and germane at this particular time where everybody is trying to reabsorb its particular root, or we want to go back to our roots, so to say, while we embed whatever we have in the future.
What I'm showing here concerning this work is the crown, which is one of the paraphernalia. You know, you see the crown there, and then again the staff, you know, that also has a crown. Wherever the staff goes to, Oba is there, you know, in kind of the Oba is there. He may not even be present there, but he is actually there. But the authority is there. The staff, the Ade that you see there is we title it Ade Olojumeri Dilogun. Ade Olojumeri Dilogun is the crown that has 16 eyes, you know, and it's a beaded crown. It comes out, those crowns comes out once or twice in a year when Obas is doing something very, very special, you know, in the community. And by the time you look at the work, both to the left and the right, we have these house posts. The work technically is an Ivorex medium with metafoil medium. So it's a mixed media, you know. I call it pentocast, for instance. And I've been able to do that, and I've been well schooled in the Honorable Choir School. And so some of these things are what I have shown there.
The core mission to preserve African culture and help the younger generation reconnect with their origins. Both artists and curators emphasize how the exhibition serves as a trip down memory lane, highlighting historical events from as far back as the 19th century.
I capture the movements, those age, where all these in South Africa, the Mercantile, the movement, when they are struggling to look for their living. There's a lot of battle within the movement. But my own basic thing, I capture the movements of those aged people. And if you look at the work, you see that the works is, those images are descending kind of the movement. And my colors are so rich, where it's appealing that some of the Rouge, they really interrupt each other, and it means a lot of impact in terms of the culture and the concept in the past.
This Carnival exhibition is going to help us to sustain our African culture, because as African, as a continent, we need to learn to document our culture by writing. Some people say by digitalization. So you can write a book, you can digitalize through social media, communicating what's our story. Through storytelling, we can drive African sustainability and the way we live our life in our family. So this Carnival has brought a lot of education to the society about the way forward and the way we need to live our life and what is our culture even as Africa. And it has enlightened us that the global world is even interested in our culture and African culture. And then we are in there, we need to have interest about what is our culture, why is the world interested in it, and we need to drive that sustainability right from our own home, right from our individual lives.
In addition to revisiting the past, these works educate the present and offer a glimpse into the future. The artists weave emotional visual stories that bridge generational gap between what was, what is, and what is yet to come.
Obviously, I started this replacing candle at surrealism and why candle is the first question I get asked a lot of times. There's people are like, why are you using candle? Why are you replacing people's head with candle? The thing is, like, every candle has like a lifespan, and every drop of wax is like the year going by and by. And this artwork specifically actually is tailored towards education, Western education. And what I mean by education, African had its own education even before the Western colonization and all of that. But we were introduced to Western education, which gave some people a level of advantage that others don't have. That actually gives some people what I call the unequal beginning. Someone like Samuel Ajayi Crowder is my focus on. And CDPs, like two of them are littered and the remaining three they're in the same environment, right? But they have different advantage that others might not necessarily have. Today again,
Fobali at World Africa is documenting our way of life. It's 1800s ago, and evaluating it and checking it in line with what we do today, so that we can put our future in right perspective.
The exhibition earned high praise for its emotional depth and educational value, providing a unique perspective on the evolution of African traditions over the centuries.
I'm sure the art community won't forget that carnival in a hurry. And there's more to enjoy, but that'll be on the next episode of Art House.
Next week on Art House. The Handshake, a group exhibition organized by the Ogiriko Gallery at National Museum, Lagos. Wilson Imini presents Red Crown, a solo exhibition at Thought Pyramid Arts Center. The brilliance of the Nigerian art scene deserves a global audience. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary talents. Like, share, and follow our page to help bring their stories to the world.
Your art house experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
Thank you so much for being with us on today's episode. There are many more works of art to be brought to you, but that's when you join us next time. Remember, you can also follow us on our various social media platforms where the conversation continues as always. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Do have a lovely day.